just a podcast underground. Cheap mics buzzing, webcams blurry. Put it out there, no need to worry. Fine K66.9 is no joke. Audio so rough, makes your ears choke. But they keep talking, voices ain't broke. Budget keeps microphones stroke. We ain't got cash, just passion black. Audio crack. Rock this podcast. Crack the podcast. Crackling audio, background invite. Authentic sound in the dead of the night. Listeners tune in, nothing's ever tried. Raw and pretty, not pristine or light.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming to Budget Podcasting with Clay and
Kevin.
that guy, that dude right there.
How's it going, everybody? I hope. Oh, let's get some music going before I forget.
Yeah. Boom, boom.
I meant to play that while the intro was going, but totally forgot. Spaced out. Spaced out.
It's all right. We slid into the grave tonight.
It's been a long. Look, today was a long week. If I fall asleep on camera, somebody just yell at me. I'll wake up. It'll be okay. Who we got up in chat, Clay?
We got King Paco. How you doing, King Paco? He says, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. That reminds me of Bruce Almighty.
Yeah. Good
morning,
afternoon.
good afternoon, and good night, or
And
whatever.
if I don't see you, good evening or what?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
King
but obviously.
Paco, know you Joe, how you doing? He says, good day, everyone.
That's not a knife.
That's not a knife. King Paco said, what's up, everyone? I hope everyone's coming a wonderful day because I'm having a wonderful day. Good for you, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad to hear somebody's having a wonderful day. It's been a hectic day. So, Mr. Michael, he says, hey, what's up? What's happening, man?
What's up, man?
Been watching his stuff on YouTube, like his shorts and stuff. He does a lot of things with snacks.
Oh.
And we love snacks.
We do love some snacks here on the show.
Yeah. Just Steve-O, what's happening, man? Chris over at Livestream Consultants. He said the bearded wonders. Yeah, actually, I am starting to grow it back.
Grow it back in.
I don't know if I can keep it though, because I got to go to the doctor. They got to look at some spots on my skin. Chris Colts, how you doing, Chris? And Mr. Joe over at Red Cabin Acoustic, one of my favorite people. How you doing, man?
Definitely. I hope everybody is having themselves a great Baby Friday.
Baby Friday.
We are going to try to have a great show. I never say it's going to be a great show because you never know.
It's great when all these people come in and say hi.
This is true. You guys make it great. So we are going to have a great show.
Yeah. It's always great.
Definitely. We do have a microphone to spotlight, and we do have a talking point to go over. But before we do, Clay,
What?
do you want to tell them
Tell them what?
your new toy, or do you want to hold off?
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I am now on the Roadcaster Club. I am on a Roadcaster Duo.
Nice. Sounds fantastic, by the way.
It does. It sounds really good.
Still learning. It does take a while to learn. We did have to, tune up some things here beforehand. But man, I think it puts out a better sound than the Vocaster.
Oh, yeah, way cleaner. I mean, I still stand behind Vocasters.
Oh, definitely.
They're. I think after talking with Mike last week, I think there definitely is an issue, some sort of firmware thing between Vocaster or Focusrite and OBS software.
Yeah, there we go. But does it work in OBS?
It does, Chris. It does. It definitely works. Yeah.
I got a message from Clay the other day saying, "It works in OBS. I'm back in OBS, baby."
Yeah. I was like a little kid. I was like so excited. So,
something to that effect is what he said. I was like, I get it. But are you going to use the presets?
No, I'm not. So actually, this is the SE4100. I'm using this because it's a condenser microphone, and our Spotlight is a condenser microphone. What I did was I went with just the plain setting. Like, you can pick dynamic or condenser. I picked condenser, and then I just went through all of it myself and kept, playing around with it. So let me know how it sounds. If it sounds like crap or if it sounds good, too much bottom end or not high enough.
Sounds like butter to me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like butter to me. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we are going to spotlight a mic. I do not have any slideshows, but we're going to highlight a 20-year-old microphone that was released about 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago. However, I'm not on one of the originals. I am on the Patriot version. A dog bark.
You know what? It would have been so much better if you said a 20-year-old microphone that was made 30 years ago.
I was close to saying something of that nature. Yeah. No, we're the MXL 990. This is a solid microphone, all metal build. This is the Patriot version. Be careful because it is plosive heavy, as you probably just heard.
Yeah.
I do like that it does have 2 switches on the front. It does have a high pass filter, and if you want to record music with this thing, which I know people have done in the past, it does have a 10 dB pad, so it just lowers the input by 10 dB so it don't damage the circuitry. I picked this up on the secondhand market, and I think I got mine for like $40, which is about the right price on the used market. But if you want to get it on Amazon, brand new, you want to be the first one to mess it up, go ahead and go to Amazon. You can get it for under $100, barely, by like a nickel. It's like $9.99.95 or $99.95.
Yeah. So that's a marketing ploy.
Well, don't poof at it.
Oh, it's not $100.
Yeah. Live stream consultant says, don't poof at it. Well, sometimes it's here. I do try to use good mic technique, but sometimes when I'm talking, my head moves and I'll poof it. I'll give it a little poof every now and again. Little poof.
It sounds like something that my wife does when she's got gas. She poofs.
But no, this is a well-built microphone. I think it sounds great. I still consider it budget. It's under $100. There's not much more else I can say. You are listening to it right now. I will say I am on the Rodecaster Duo in using the NT1 setting with the podcast studio with the podcast. Ooh, no, maybe I wasn't. Let me go neutral. This is it in the neutral with the NT1 setting. How's that sound? Do you like that?
It doesn't sound bad. I like the other way better.
This way? You like it with this one right here?
Yeah, sometimes.
This is the
I like it.
This is the podcast studio setting. But no processing whatsoever. This is what it sounds like with no processing. I think it needs processing because without it, it's a little flat, little neutral. It's built to be processed.
Still sounds good though.
yeah, it does still sound great. But I like a little bit of processing on my things because I am a little bit nerdy, and it will pick up ambient noise, as you can hear my dog barking in the background.
Yeah. So let me see. Let me catch up here. Chris Colt has to go figure out his audio issues. He said he couldn't hear us.
Oh no. Is anybody else having any audio issues hearing us? No, you're Joe. You may be right. It may be 94, 95. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Could
Still under $100. I was only $5 off.
What's this? Michael says, yes, I tried the honey barbecue sun chips. Ooh. Dude, I love sun chips anyway. We're already getting into snacks. 10 minutes in.
King Paco says he's getting a new toy that I did not purchase. I'm curious to what that is, King Paco. Do you care to let us know what your new toy that you're getting is?
Yeah. Let's see. Know your Joe. Yes, no more auto reverb. Such a pain. It's bad. So thanks. I'm glad it sounds good. Chris said, what? No slideshows? That's right.
Yeah. Usually we have a bunch of pretty slideshows that the company puts out. And I guess since the MXL 990 is kind of older,
yeah,
they don't have a lot of the newer slideshows or newer sales pages or whatever. But I tell you, I have the box. If you want to see the frequency response and the polar pattern,
right there.
I do like that they
the frequency response is a squiggly line, and the polar pattern is a mushroom cloud.
Yeah, it almost looks like Squidward.
Ooh,
the polar pattern, yeah. And it did come with the mount. That's all it came with. Oh, King Paco. King Paco, why you got to do that to me, man?
That's why I put it on the screen.
The tank one. I want that so bad. I just can't buy it right now. But yeah, I'm dying to have it. I can't wait to hear. Hey, if you get it, do a review on it because I really want to hear what it sounds like on your voice. I can't wait when Mike Newman's review on it. I've only seen one review in English on that microphone, and I really want
it. Yeah, Chris is working on a nice little spot for his setup. I saw some pictures of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's starting to come along.
How come I don't get pics? Send me some pics, man. I like pictures.
Yeah. He's got like one pictures. Of those. I think he had it delivered, but maybe he built it. It's one of those kind of like Gambriel style sheds.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's out in the backyard, and he's running. Well, I think he already ran power to it, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's beginning stages, but it kind of made me like, oh man, I want a room like that,
Right.
I'm glad I have a room. I never had one. I was in the kitchen, and I don't know if anybody on here remembers those days, but I was in the kitchen. So I'm happy to be in a room, but it's so small.
I remember I started out in my bedroom. So yeah, having a nice studio to come in that's all your own it's a good thing.
Just having room to walk around. Like I bump into stuff all the time in here because
I don't. I have things all up against the wall because it's a small room. So
he said it's a 10 by 16, so good size.
Yeah, that's a good size, man. Real good size. All right. Does anybody have any questions or thoughts on the MXL 990? How's it sound to you guys? Does it sound kind of nice?
I think it sounds good.
I like with the processing on. I like the nice low end on it. I think it picks up a lot of the nuances in my voice that I usually don't hear with a dynamic microphone, and I'm kind of on the fence on if I like that or not. But
I think you sound good. I'm like, you should use this all the time, but you can't. I mean, and then again, people that are trying to do this stuff on a budget, you can't just whip out a condenser microphone. You got to have somewhat decent sound treatment too. Like you need carpet.
You need carpet. You need
yeah.
Semi-treated is probably the best way. It don't need to be a fully treated room. If you could fully treat a room, that's great. But at least have carpet, some dampening on your desk, in front of you and behind you.
Right.
Let's see. What are they saying about that?
Let's see. He said he likes. Paco said he likes the way it sounds. Know Your Joe said the 990 is a capable mic.
Very capable mic. All right.
Yep.
So our talking point, and this kind of hits home a little bit.
Yeah.
Is podcasting or studio time, home life balance.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about balance before. Maybe we've even touched on this a little bit. It's just
it's important though.
Yeah. Well, whenever we come up with the idea of a talking point, typically it's something that one of us is going through. And that's what I'm going through. I've just been really caught up, and I've been sitting on a review that I have not published because it's like 90% done, but I haven't been able to get back to it because I've been working, doing other stuff. And that's what's on my mind. How to find the time to have family life, get everything accomplished on YouTube that I want to, get accomplished, and keep doing the work that I need to do that is going to bring in some money.
So I consider family time the most important. The money time to where you can get in the office and make some money is 1B. You know what I mean? You got the family time 1A, you got the money time 1B, and then anything else as far as reviews, spoken word, I consider that extra. If you can get in here and do that extra on some free time, then that's the way it should be in my mind. Don't force it, because when you force things, I don't think the quality is where quality drops.
The thing is like you want to, say for myself, I would like to see the momentum of my YouTube channel pick up. Mm-hmm. I want to see it get somewhere. I mean, at least for a sense of accomplishment, not to mention, getting monetized and.
But you can't prioritize that above, say, working.
No.
Making the almighty dollar and family time.
What I'm saying is the struggle is trying to keep those things up while, for example, you want to stay on a sort of schedule. You want to, okay, I need to post 3 reviews a month or 4, whatever. Oh, I can't do that. You know what I mean? I just can't. And I worry sometimes that that'll hurt me, but it is what it is. This is the last on the totem pole.
And really, I'm not saying that's a good thing, but it's not a bad thing either, because you are prioritizing yourself. You are doing the things that you're supposed to do to take care of your family.
Yeah.
And maintain your family at the same time. So
K's TV, Miss K is in the house.
Miss K. How's it going, Miss K?
William May.
Oh,
what's happening?
William May. What's up, man? How's it going? Hooked William May up with a boom arm not too long ago.
Nice.
And
Chris Colt is back. Can you hear now, Chris?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
Now I can't hear you. Oh no.
Oh,
it's happening to me too.
We do have a poll tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a poll.
Yes, we do.
Clay's favorite transition.
It is.
Deviled egg. Since Easter is coming up, which do you prefer? Deviled eggs or angel food cake? and I did it that way on purpose.
There's got to be at my house, every holiday dinner has to have deviled eggs placed out before. The night before, I'll do 12 to 14 eggs so that I end up with like 24-ish by the time I'm done. And that's what we start with, you know.
I love me some deviled eggs.
Oh yeah, and I
mean, my wife don't love me later, but man, I
make
some deviled eggs.
3 different types. I've got a thing that'll hold 24, and I'll do some that are that have hot sauce in them, and then I'll do some that are like a garlic and herb, and then I'll do some that are just plain.
Nice.
And they're so good, man. They're so good.
What kind of mustard do you What kind of mustard do you use?
I just use regular mustard.
Regular.
Yeah, not even a lot. It gets dill relish, dill weed, and then mayo, a little bit of mustard, and that's it. And then, like I said, hot sauce is gonna get the Cholula. Hot sauce will be in one, and then I'll do like a garlic and herb seasoning in another.
I've never thought about putting hot sauce on a deviled egg, but now
no, I mix it right in.
Well, yeah, I can't do that because
But you can
no
put
one
hot
else
sauce
in
on it. Yeah.
no one else in the house likes spicy hot food. I really do. So yeah.
Do you eat hot sauce on your eggs?
Not normally, no.
Oh, see, I do. I always have hot sauce. I mean, I put that shit on everything.
So yeah, that was our talking point. The MXL 990 is the spotlight. If you want to see more on the MXL 990, I did drop a review of it today. Go check it out.
And I am sorry I didn't watch that when I was supposed to. I've been all week. I've been like backpedaling.
I'm not mad at you one bit. I know you've been busy, man. I know you're busy. I know you're a busy guy.
Yeah, Frank's is good. I started getting the Cholula, and you can get like different flavors. You can get like a garlic one. Like there's several different ones, and they're good.
I need to check some of the expiration dates on my hot sauce because I think we got one of those. You know, at Christmas time they have the hot sauce gift things.
Little gifts, yeah.
Yeah, they're not bad hot sauces, but I don't use them that much. So
I go back and forth. Like right now, you know what's in my fridge?
What's that?
A bottle of Taco Bell hot sauce.
All right.
It's just you can buy it in the store, a whole bottle of it. Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you, William May. He said he liked my shirt. So.
Yeah, goes along good with the mic.
We need to quit audio and start a cooking channel.
Not even a cooking. We could just do snacks.
Snacks.
You know, like snacks.
I like a good snack.
Wings, deviled eggs, dips. Yeah.
So, like we said earlier, Clay got himself a new toy, the Roadcaster Duo. He was like a kid in a candy store, guys. I'm like, how many did you go through and set up presets on all your mics? He goes, yep.
Not all of them. Yeah, I have done some, but I got to do more. It's fun.
It is. And we don't normally, I don't normally use a condenser mic on when I'm live casting. But man, listening to this through my headphones, it almost sounds better than some of my condensers. Good. I mean, some of my dynamics. And I don't know how I feel about that.
He says, William May said, snack podcast in the future. So we did talk about doing another one, and we just haven't had time to to do it. Yeah, you know, and that one's just going to be kind of a hangout period. But I mean, we already do that, but I don't know.
Well,
I want one where we don't have to be proper.
Right.
That's what I'm looking for.
Because we're so proper on this.
Yeah, well, we're definitely dialed down compared to how we are off the show.
Oh, this is true. Would you guys be interested in, say, more of a loose show, secondary to this one? Because we'll still do this one because we love audio and we love talking about podcasting and taking questions and helping anybody out that we can. But would you guys be interested in watching a show to where we're just hanging out talking about anything and everything? Probably with some crudity to it.
Oh yeah, some crudity, some, if you got a favorite drink and you want to bring it and drink, you can do that. If you want to
BYOB.
smoke something, you can smoke something, whatever. Just free.
That may be a good name of a podcast, BYOB.
Maybe we could call it that.
Yeah.
Bring BYOP. Bring your own podcast.
There we go. You guys need to be more like Off the Show. Just call it Clay and Kevin Off the Rails. That was one of them, I think.
Yeah, there was a couple like that. Yeah. We should we say what we picked or just wait?
I don't even remember what we picked.
I remember.
Yeah, you could say it.
It was Phantom Power Hour. That's what we picked. Well, it's what you said you liked, and I was like, all right, it's good enough for me. I gave him like 10 choices.
Playing Kevin After Dark. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, now that it's gonna not be audio centric, maybe keep the anything audio out of it.
Yeah. No, I'm not looking for a place that we can start asking questions or answering questions about equipment. It's just where we might be talking about the whole Katy Perry thing, how everybody's saying it's fake in the rocket thing.
I have no idea what that is. What you're talking
about. They're saying it's not real. Like she didn't really go up. Some guy showed like comparisons of Katy Perry and JonBenet Ramsey. He's insinuating that she's actually JonBenet Ramsey. However you say that girl's name.
No, I think that's pretty close.
JonBenet, yeah.
Yeah, JonBenet.
But just talking about stuff, like real stuff. Getting real. There you go, William A. Getting real with Kevin and Clay.
I like it. And we can have people on. We'll probably post a link and be like, hey, if you want to join.
Yeah.
All right, but that's just a thought right now. We'll nail down details on that later. But let's get back to audio podcast. What condenser microphone that's a budget condenser microphone would you guys is one of you guys' favorites that you like to use?
And what would be considered a budget condenser? Like, what do you know what I mean? Because I know that budget condenser that I got at Dollar General was horrible.
Are you gonna make a review on that one?
I thought I already put it out.
If you did, oops.
I think I did.
The Audio Technica AT2020. All right. I thought that was a dynamic.
Paco asked if he said start making a video on how you set up your presets. Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I do know that a lot of anytime I do tutorials, whether it's talking about going through the vocab, like my like first two Vocaster videos that I did, I've been like this week answering people's comments about those, and those are old videos.
There you go.
So,
I mean,
but they get a good
tutorials with stuff.
response.
Yeah, tutorials with stuff like that help anybody, anytime, because they can come, they can buy it and they need the information. They can go there. It's not like microphone reviews to where I think more people need tutorials more than reviews a lot of times.
Yeah, because they're trying to figure out how to do this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those seem to get a good response. Maybe I need to do more of those. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not qualified enough in this stuff to teach people. But
neither
obviously,
are half the people who do the review that do the other tutorials. So.
You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to put out a video and say what I do to, what gets me by, and then have somebody go, that's not the way to do it. Like, that's not what I'm okay, man. I'm not Mr. Rocket Science, like that's what I'm worried about.
William A. says, I'm his and his wife and his wife's, hey, how does this crap work guy?
Yeah.
His wife was the winner of the AM8 that I had a giveaway on my channel, and so yeah, they've been trying to figure out settings and everything for that.
Yeah.
She streams video games on Twitch.
This
like
guy's
that.
wife, William May's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. See, I wish my wife would get into this stuff, but she's never going to.
She's wanting to start doing Twitch more to try to get affiliated and stuff like that. So I'm like she'll stream when I'm working. So sometimes I'll jump on and be like, "Hey, turn your mic up. Can't hear you." Stuff like that. So Clay, be quiet and teach us what you learn with the interface. Like I teach you guys how to bring people to your channel. Do the same, Clay.
Okay.
You got it, buddy. You got it. Hey, King Paco, I want to see you do a review of the Tank One and compare it to the podcast to the Rode Pod mic.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Do it. It's for the what? The Rode Pod mic and the what?
Tank
the
One.
Tank One. Yeah.
Yeah. The Tank One that he got, he had to rub in my face. Let's check in on that poll real quick.
The poll. Love the poll. So we've got 6 and 2. Or does it got to sum up?
It's there we go. 7 and 2.
7 and 2.
7 and 2. So there you go. Looks like everybody loves deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs, man. I don't care if they make stinky farts. I don't care. They're good.
They're fantastic. They're fantastic. I've been thinking about picking up a Snowball just to do comparisons on live stream consultants. I don't have one. The closest thing I have to it is a HyperX right now, but I got to find that. It's somewhere in the house.
What is this? This thing just popped up. Miss K's video on the PVI2 microphone. It's like a handheld dynamic microphone. You should see this microphone.
I'll check that out. I'll check that out right after the live. Yeah,
it is crazy. It's like,
you know what? I'll go check it out now. Let me go.
Chrome and gold.
Oh wow!
It's cool looking.
Miss K.
I just giving her some attention here.
Miss K
on the live, so everybody else can check out Miss K's TV, and she's got like I guess it's a review. I'm not listening. I can't hear it because it'll bleed into the mic. But the PVI2 cardioid unidirectional dynamic vocal microphone.
I see it. I'm looking at it now.
Pretty snazzy.
It does look snazzy. It's pretty. It's pretty. Miss K on there. She's gonna make them say,
Yes, William May. It's a stripper pole with a. I said when I don't know, a couple weeks ago, while watching that transition go into the pole screen, I said, "Man, we need a pole. We need like a stripper pole that shows up when we have the when we switch over to the pole." And he made one.
Hey, why do most mics have a spacer in front of the mic?
Buffer. You talking about like between the capsule and the end of the cage?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's saying a space, not maybe a spacer. I don't know the mics. Maybe he's saying space.
Why do most mics have a spacer in? Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So it eliminates some of the plosives. If the capsule was closer to the grill, you would get a lot more peas popping like this. Like if I blow into it, Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper. Yeah. Don't put pineapple on pizza.
And the recess doesn't actually stop the plosives. The science behind that is with a grill on it, a lot of people tend to get real close to the grill like this, you know. And if you have some space between the capsule, the end of the capsule, and the grill, when people do that, you're giving them a little bit of a buffer.
Mm-hmm. Know Your Joe said this first mic was a dynamic PV, white and black
Nice.
grill and trim. Very cool. Clay, what microphone are you using today, sir?
SE 4100.
Not budget.
Net budget. I don't have a budget mic. I don't have a budget interface, but I love them. So
I love talking.
you were using a condenser microphone tonight, so I was like, I'm gonna hook up mine.
Yeah.
I have a couple, I think, but the only other one that I would use doesn't have monitoring. So I was like, I'm not gonna use that.
I have a couple other condenser mic. I wanted to focus on this one. Let me get in my condenser box here. I have.
Let's see.
I have two from 5-core. I have this one here from 5-core.
Yep.
I have this one from 5-core. I have the P120, the AKG P120. Not as pretty, not as fancy.
I'm just doing this so they can see mine because it blends in with my shirt. Who's that?
The P120, the AKG P120.
Oh, yeah, that one sounded good.
And the Lewitt knockoff from Temu.
You need to hook that one up once in a while.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
I can do it now.
Just curious.
And
I would
I'll
love
do it
to
later.
have.
I'll do it later.
I would love to have the Lewitt Ray.
Maybe that's what I'll do is I'll hook up the Temu one and I'll do a podcast with it next week. If anybody's interested in that.
Yeah, Paco said he can't use that kind of microphones because he's got a noisy room. Yep, and that's what dynamics are for. Like I said earlier, condensers are good, but you have to have a good treated room, a good quiet, non-reflective space.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Chris said he sent me a link, so I'm gonna go look at it.
All right, while you do that. Yeah, condenser microphones, you definitely don't want hardwood floors. You definitely don't want tile. You definitely need a carpeted room just to cut down a lot of the room noise and the sound bouncing off of everything. That'll help out a ton. Other than that, yeah.
Oh, warm audio. Oh, that's not bad. $40.
Warm audio?
24-bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what 96K means because I'm not fully nerded out yet. But it's a warm audio script, dual pattern condenser, USB microphone. Okay, so then you don't get to monitor. I mean, that's okay. I really enjoy monitoring.
Well, I mean, is it USB or XLR?
Yeah, USB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it was XLR, you could run it into the...
I've been looking at Rockville. I don't know if anybody out there is familiar with that. Rockville has a lollipop microphone that I've been interested in. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. If anybody out there has any experience with Rockville, let me know if it's worth putting the effort in to get one of those. Temu special. It's
Looking
not
at-
budget.
oh, yeah, that one from the Dollar General. I got it right here. Don't buy this one. And like, I grabbed it because it said $15, and then when I got up to the table where it said there was a clearance thing, and it was like $11.15. You know how like they do like the translation. If it's $15, it's $11.25, and I was like, $11.25, and then it rung up as $7.50 or $7.25. Still not worth it. It has like you can shake it and there's like noise. It's like one of those what are those things called?
Maraca. Sounds like a
Maracas,
maraca. Miss Cage said my shirt matching the mic is fire.
Yeah.
I planned it a little bit.
Kevin is a very coordinated gentleman. No, because you always have like your shirts with your logos and your logos in the back, and you're very like, you know, you got GTs.
It happens by accident a lot of times.
Yeah.
Chris Colt says he owns a Rockville. It's outstanding quality. All right, I'll look into it. Yeah, I like that style of the look of that old style lollipop mic, and it's really been one I've had my eye on. William A says, "Don't pump my head up."
Yeah. We'll have to nail him down to the chair.
Yeah.
Bungee cord you.
Speaking of nailed down, our poll is for Easter Sunday. We have deviled eggs versus angel food cake. That was a horrible segue. That was a horrible
Why?
segue.
Because it nailed down and then the stripper goes by?
No, nailed down because, Easter. He was nailed.
Oh, that's awful. Yeah. That was wrong.
I'm sorry.
You are an evil man. No.
I apologize, and I will eat my deviled eggs in peace. Let's see.
Hey, it happened. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Know your Joe. $7, and it was just more of a, like, you couldn't hear that thing. The funny thing is like I said something about putting a limiter on it, because I did run it through like the Vocaster, and then the filters and OBS, and I put a limiter on it, and I thought it was silly because it doesn't even pick up enough to clip. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could yell as loud as you wanted with no limiter on it, and it wouldn't it wouldn't peg the mic because it's just not that good.
And which is why it was $7.
Yeah.
Clay, do you have a Stream Deck? If you do, you can't control the volume, not for your mic, but for the main one. You can't control the pads and mute the mic. I'm guessing he means you can.
Yeah, I do not have a Stream Deck. I don't know if I'm gonna get one. What I did think was neat. Hang on,
What you can do
was Mike showing us that he had lights in the background hooked up to his stuff. Like, and I was like, there you go. That's a smart idea.
I don't
see you, Steve-O.
Yeah, have a good one, man. My lights don't do that. Like, I don't have key lights to where they have apps or anything. Mine are push button controlling.
I have two. I have the one directly behind me.
Yeah.
And then the ceiling light are all on an app. But they're just bulbs. They're just Wi-Fi bulbs. Simple.
Thanks, Steve-O. All right. So does anybody else struggle with, recording time or studio time and workplace life balance? Because it can be difficult. What I like to do is I'm on a schedule. I've made a schedule for myself, and I try to stick to it. I know when I'm recording, when I'm not. I try to maintain the balance at home as well as at work, and the schedule I've made out makes my recording time pretty easy because I can come in here, nail things out, and then spend time with my wife and family. But the way of course I get off work at like 2:30, so I have that time.
Yeah. Well, you go to work early though.
I do. I wake
up
way too
get
early.
up early. I know. I don't like that.
Chris Cole says he's retired, so it's all good over there.
He's all set. It's just smooth sailing.
I saw a video that Chris posted months ago, and I can't believe I never watched it. It was a review of the K669D, and I'm like, how did I not watch that? Crazy.
Chris, what's QLED?
QLED.
Mm-hmm. He said he will have all his lights on QLED when he gets them set up. I want to do something because, like, you know what's the worst ones is these ones because they are battery powered lights, and I can't just leave them on because they'll just stay on until the batteries. I mean, I have them plugged in constantly, so they're just always recharged. But how would I set those up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless you had a smart plug. Because I do got
yeah.
all my back wall is on a
So I
smart
could do
plug.
that. I'll do that. There you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I gotta find it with the same company as the light bulbs because they're cheap and I like them, and I want it on the same app.
Yeah, my back wall is all set on smart plugs. When I walk in the room, all I gotta say is G.
That's a good idea.
G, turn on studio lights, and they just pop on.
I just gotta see if they have any other ones, like
I'm sure that they do,
because I know they have the bulbs. It's a company. It's a cheap one. They're called Fiat. Yeah, F-E or Feet, Fet, F-E-I-T.
Christopher Colt said that the K6690 is the best budget ever. So good, I got two.
Bop-a-dang. I have three. I have two in the studio and one I mailed down to my son.
Well, then you don't have that one, do
In
you?
Florida. No, I don't. I technically don't have three. I had.
What? William A., why does his fine shut off randomly at time?
What fine? I'm not sure. Depends on what you're running it into. I mean, they are only powered by what they're plugged into, unless it's a USB fine.
It does have a touch capacitive mute button. Sometimes if you're moving your mic, you may accidentally bump it and it may mute yourself. So that could be.
I bet you that's what it is. Was he have an AM8?
Yeah, the AM8.
That's probably what you're doing. Yep. If you happen to touch it or anything and swipe, you can just barely touch that thing and it'll mute it.
Yep. It controls all of your LED strips on a custom programmed circuit, and it went away and I can't see it. That's the QLED.
It controls all of your LED strips on a custom programmed circuit board that can be controlled by an app. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
But is it pricey? Like, I don't want something I can't afford.
Fact.
It was hard enough twisting my arm to get this thing.
King Pocket says his brother uses Govee. Govee is a really good brand. Govee is a really good brand.
Yeah. I've almost gotten. They've got some really cool ones that are like ambient lighting that you can stick all around different areas, and they're all through an app, right? I just really like the quality of these studio lights that I'm using.
I like mine. I got mine set up to where I can move them around a little bit and have different lighting parameters. Like I got this light set to a more of an outside look, a little bit orangey look coming down on me, and it's lower. I got this light set to be light up more my face and have it brighter. Lighting is all subjective, though. It's how you want your lighting. Some people may want full light. I like a little shadows on my face.
Yeah. I had it that way at one point, but now I've got two lights. But I can turn one off anytime I want. I just have it. Haven't done it.
Good. All good. Clay, do you have Alexa or an Echo?
Yes, I do. So I could do that. But see, is that going to match up with this brand of stuff that I have?
They do make a brand.
Actually,
smart. I think it's Smart Home or something like that.
It says right on it, works with Alexa or Google Home.
There you go.
So that's what I'll do. I have to get another one though because I don't know. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, most everything works like that. like I said, I need to get a couple more smart plugs just for the house in general. So I may get a little bit more. I used to have my desk with smart plugs, and then I'm like, I don't like that because sometimes I want certain things on and then not everything. So it was just easier for me just not to use the smart plugs here and put them back here. 'Cause I don't like going over there and clicking every light. Just say, hey.
Right. Yeah.
I could hold on. I could do it. I'll do it live because it ain't gonna turn anything off. Hey Google, turn off studio lights.
Oh yeah.
Hey Google, turn on studio lights.
Nice.
Look at me all fancy.
See, I don't have that. But I couldn't. I would have to do these lights right here. Would have to be new. I'd have to change them because these are battery operated and they're wireless.
Just get you a white LED strip.
Yeah, could do something like that.
Yeah. There's ways to, and you know, when the parts that you don't want lit up, put some electrical tape over.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that too. FG95 says I have a smart light bulbs that work with my Google Nest Mini and his Alexa devices. Thank you, Know Your Joe. I appreciate that very much. It looks like I put a lot of time and effort into all that back there, but I really didn't.
You didn't? He's like, it looks like I put time and effort.
I just threw all my extra toys and stuff back there. So
Yeah.
I'm a collector.
That's okay. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, that's it. We're pretty current.
Yeah, we're good. Oops, it's WLED software for the ESP32 port.
Ops.
Yeah, I thought when you said QLED, I thought that's for TVs. I've seen QLED TVs. I didn't know that they make QLED light strips.
He sent me the link, so I'll look at it.
Not a problem.
I'll look at it at some point. I want to figure something out. Just so I can come in, sit down, and just turn on and turn off whatever needs to be turned on and turned off.
You know what? We do this show for you guys, but it's also for us because we learn just as much from you guys as we may give you advice from. So that's one reason why I love doing this show.
William May said,
you guys
I'm
are
a collector
awesome.
as well. Kevin, thanks for the addiction.
So I got William into collecting football helmets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he has one helmet that I want really bad. He has a Tom Brady Buccaneer jersey helmet, and that he won. He stole it from me because he knew I was going to be out of town and wouldn't be able to get in on it. So he's like, I'm gonna go in there and get it, and he did.
See, I'm not a football fan, but living in New England for as long as I have, and I'm not from New England either, but being up here, I'm still used to hearing Tom Brady. When I hear Tom Brady, I just think the Patriots. I don't think the Buccaneers.
I mean, when I think of Buccaneers, Tom Brady is really not on my list. I didn't want him to come to the Bucs to begin with. But he won us a Super Bowl, so
yeah, no,
he's okay with me.
Like I said, I'm not a football fan. I don't watch it. I don't care. But he did well on the Patriots.
Well, yeah, he's the best quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even know that. I just knew he did good on the Patriots.
Yeah, no, he's probably the best quarterback of all time.
Oh. Is it time for him to be done? Is he done?
Oh, he's done, yeah.
Okay,
yeah, he's not playing anymore.
I'm like, he's getting older and older.
All right, guys, we'll check in on that poll one more time before we start wrapping things up. Yeah. Before we start wrapping things up. What's everybody snacking on today? I really want some deviled eggs now. Like I may go make a egg sandwich just because we were talking about deviled eggs.
I haven't had an egg you talking about like egg salad sandwich?
No, just an egg sandwich.
Oh yeah, I haven't had an egg
Fried egg.
salad sandwich in a while. Dude, fried egg sandwiches are good.
Yeah.
Don't toast the bread.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Don't toast
regular
the bread.
salt, pepper, mayo.
And provolone cheese.
Sure, oh, definitely gotta have cheese and
Yeah.
hot sauce. I would put hot sauce.
Hot sauce. I put that on everything.
Yeah. See. William said he's gonna start throwing dollars at the screen.
Let's see. There we go.
We could do that. We could set up something where people could they could send 25 cents every time we, every time we roll the poll footage.
Miss K said, yeah, eggs are like $100 a dozen nowadays. They've went down a little bit. They're more like $75
They've come down a bit,
dozen.
but we've got a box of eggs down there that one of my wife's customers or something gave to her that is from like their farm fresh egg, they have their own chickens, and it's a lot. I think there was over 100 eggs in this box.
Oh wow!
It was a big thick box, and it's all. They still got all the poop on them and everything. We had to clean them, but
there's a place down the road that well, I won't say down the road. It's about 10 minutes away. It puts eggs in like a box, eggs, and it's like almost like a community thing. There's no one at the stand. It's more like trust. You give some money and take some eggs.
Yep.
So we've never stopped there, but I've wanted to. I just keep forgetting about it because I've never had farm fresh eggs.
Oh no.
No.
Honestly, it's when you eat like store-bought eggs for a long, long time, when you go back to a farm egg, it's a little like the taste is fine, but it's a head game. The farm fresh eggs are a much darker yellow, almost like orange. When you like say you're gonna make scrambled eggs or whatever, when you crack it open and it drops into a bowl or whatever, the color of it is like way darker than store-bought eggs.
I like it that way though.
Yeah.
So.
But it's just like I said, it's just if you get used to the store-bought ones and then you see that, you're like, oh, why is it so dark? And it's because it's a real egg. It's a good egg.
I mainly use eggs. I put a fried egg in my ramen. So,
dude, I use egg every morning. One egg, and well, right now I'm doing 2 eggs because some of the eggs in this thing are like this big.
Oh well,
they're like small.
Teeny.
Yeah, well, there's regular size ones, and then there's some that are like really like half the size. They just I don't know. They were just smaller. So
okay.
But I'll put that in my grits in the morning with sausage.
Speaking of ramen, I know you sent me a picture of all that ramen. Did you ever get any of that?
No, I got to go back there. So it's an Asian market, and dude, they have like everything, all the stuff you think of that like the cool Asian candies and little drinks. They've got it all, and they have a whole wall of ramen, different ramens. It's amazing.
I love ramen. I really do.
Yeah.
And not like the Marshawn 50 cent a bag.
That's
ramen.
what I get, but
yeah, I like the it's called Shin Black. Oh, that's my favorite.
That's the ones that I sent you the picture of.
Yep. All right, guys, we're gonna start wrapping things up here. Does anybody have any more questions about the I almost called it the M8, the MXL 990 or workplace life place recording balance, studio time balance?
We didn't really talk much about that. We just said that was our talking point. And then
we said it's important, and I kind of went into how I have a schedule, and if you make a schedule for yourself, that can be a little bit easier, I would imagine. But sticking to the schedule is the big thing, and everybody's home life schedule is different.
What I have trouble with is, it seems like every time I dedicate time, like I need to do this, that's when everybody needs me the most. If I don't have something I have to get done, it's crickets.
William A. has a question. What do you recommend for soundproofing walls? Clay, you want to do this one?
Yeah. Honestly, go get some moving blankets. Go to Harbor Freight, wherever you can get cheap moving blankets. They work great. If you want, you can layer them. I might eventually add another layer, but so far I've got one layer up against my walls with nothing behind it, and nobody has ever had any complaints.
Now, it's not going to be studio level soundproofing, but it'll make your room more treated.
It's fine. Like, this is fine.
Yeah.
And I have, if he's wondering, right close to me, in front of me on the wall here is acoustic foam, like those cheap on Amazon. You can get like 24 in a pack for, I don't know, they're not that expensive, like $25. I have those in front of me on the ceiling above me. And then I've got a carpeted room, but then I threw down another rug underneath my chair so that it's just more insulation underneath me. And then my desk is all desk mats, the whole thing. So I have no reflective surfaces other than the monitors directly near me and my laptop. That's it.
So I'm curious, William, were you talking about soundproofing as far as blocking sound coming in, or sound treating, making the sound a little bit better for a microphone, to where sound's not bouncing up against walls and everything?
Yeah. My room is definitely not soundproof.
No. Because I know he has dogs, and I know he has kids and stuff like that. That's why I asked. But yeah, even those blankets will keep out. It'll dampen some of that sound coming in too, I would imagine.
Yeah, Chris, Livestream Consultants, was telling me to share the pic, but I'd have to send it to Kevin. I think we're getting ready to get off.
Yeah.
It's just I would have to send it to him, and then he would upload it. So, but it's a picture of his shed build that he's doing. And it just shows basically the same thing you see in my room. Yep, there you go.
There we go. You don't have to.
Oh, I could have done that.
Yep.
But see, and if you get the ones that are grommeted, William, I got the biggest one that Harbor Freight had. They were like 13 something a piece, and they're grommeted, so you can actually use like hooks, or you can put it on a curtain rod and hang it with like curtain hooks. There's so much stuff you can do with these. I just ran screws into the wall because I don't give a crap. And I hung with those grommets. I just hung it on the screws.
There you go. That actually, and if you look at Clay's background, it looks really nice too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, there's my moving blankets.
It gives a little texture to the walls.
There's a wall that goes this way. It's covered, and then this wall back here is covered, and then this whole wall is covered.
There you go.
I think it took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 of them. That was it.
All right, guys. I do believe we're going to wrap things up here. Thank you for joining us. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you who were here tonight. Without you, we wouldn't be here. This show is nothing without you guys, and yes. I mean that sincerely.
Yeah, it's true. Otherwise, it's just me and him sitting here talking to ourselves.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing, but you know.
No, we enjoy that a lot, but
I like hanging out with you guys too. All right, guys, that does it for this episode of Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. So for Clay, I am Kevin saying, if we don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.